It's hard to beat a day like this in the middle of February, and so I'll come out and take advantage of the nice weather in my backyard. And people often say, "You have such a peaceful backyard, Philip. Enjoy it." And I do. I like sitting out here because it's quiet most of the time, and I enjoy the sights and sounds even in the midst of winter. And it's nice to be at peace at times and enjoy the sounds of silence. But even in a peaceful setting, you can pick up on the outdoor sounds around you much more than just the sounds of nature that most people enjoy listening to, birds and other animals. And so if I sit here and close my eyes and concentrate on the noises around me, I pick up on much more than just the birds singing or the sounds of the squirrels digging in the ground. Hear the sounds of neighbors working on their yard or maybe working on their home as they hit hammers or saws, and the sound of electrical tools. Hear their voices carrying over the fences and through the yards as they do that kind of work. I can pick up on the sound of trucks and traffic nearby as automobiles make their way down the roads, as big trucks change gears and so forth. I hear that occasional jet go by in the sky and the roar of its engine. I can hear the sound of children playing in the distance. That's a nice sound to hear, but nevertheless, it is noise that I can hear. And there are other sounds, music playing from some of those same vehicles. People like to listen to loud music at times when they're playing and driving in their cars. And then there are just other noises that you pick up on that you're not even sure where they come from. But when you close your eyes and you try to be still, those noises are out there. We are surrounded by sound and noises. And being still is something that's hard for us to do. Sitting in silence, if there is a silent place in our world anymore. Well, as we go through life, we are surrounded by noises that try to tell us this and tell us that about life, about which way to go, which way to turn, to try to influence our decisions about what's best for us, what's not best for us. Always whispering in our ear, sometimes yelling in our ears about what we should do. The scriptures teach us that we should listen to the voice of God to guide us, to give us wisdom and direction, but sometimes in a noisy world, it's hard to find His voice. And so practicing silence and listening is one of those Christian disciplines that's vital for us as followers of Jesus. The scriptures teach us to be still and know that I am God. To listen for God's voice in the midst of all the noises of the world, because the noises will try to distract us from God's voice, will try to lead us away from the sound of His voice and from His will and His way in our lives. And so seeking places of silence and solitude is important for you and me. Trying to find ways to listen to God's voice and understand His will for our lives, because the noises and the distractions, even the positive ones, can often lead us from hearing what God has to say to us. So the challenge for us is the same that has always been. Be still and know that I am God. And to ask ourselves each day, what voice am I going to listen to today? What sound is going to be the strongest in my ear and in my life to guide and direct me and show me the way to go? My prayer for all of us is that sound will be the voice of our Lord, who will never disappoint us, that will always be the right tone, the right volume, and will never disappoint us. God bless.